Hello, I'm Janice Jones from the Art Center of Montross. And again, I'm here in the Holley Graded School today, and I'm with Bill Jenkins, who is one of the Art Center's artists. And his chairs are phenomenal. And Bill and I have a little bit of history because he's also done the Arts Festival with me, the Spotsy Arts Festival and the Stafford Arts Festival. So we have a little history, Bill, don't we?
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. We've been around together for a while.
Yes, we have. Now, Bill, would you tell us a little bit about your amazing work here? And please don't forget to mention the John Adams special. That's my favorite.
I started making Windsor chairs back in 2002 when my wife decided she wants some comfortable dining room chairs. Since I couldn't afford them myself, since I'd lost my pension, I decided to find somebody who could teach me how to, and that was Michael Dunbar up in Hampton, New Hampshire. And so I went up to his shop or schoolhouse in Hampton, New Hampshire, and learned how to make the blue chair behind me, the infamous sackback that's known, and it's a sackback because traditionally they used them in taverns quite a bit because they could drape a sack over the back in the wintertime and stop drafts and whatever coming through, so the story goes. And that was the first one I made, and I made 5 like that. And I decided that I could make a Windsor chair, so I went back to Mike and made 11 other designs from him. And those designs I modified to the extent that people could sit in them more comfortably. And I took 3 classes from another Windsor chair maker, Peter Galbert, who is still still teaching, and he's become quite famous. I was his first student after he became famous, and he's written a book on Windsor chair making, which is I think on his 2nd or 3rd printing, and some of these I've made on my own, just looking in books, and people will tell me what they want, and I try to come up with what they want. And some of the tools that I use are over here on the table, and this is a big tool. It's called a gutter adze, and you can see the curve on it. I used to make wooden gutters with it in the old days. That's why I called it a gutter adze, A-D-Z. And this is a draw knife, which I use to make my spindles. And this is I use next would be a scorp, which allows me to go down in the seat and come out. And this is another type of scorp that I found in my father's collection. It's kind of old, and it gets the high rises. And then I go to a compass plane. You can see it's worn on the bottom here. It allows me to get down in the chair and back up. I use that quite a bit. And then I finish up with what they call a travasher. And you hold it like this, and you press like that, and you have to find little shavings. And this is another one that Peter Galbert made. It's gets me down to the smoothing phase of the operation. And this is a spoke shave I used in conjunction with the draw knife to make the spindles and the curve of the outside of the chair, and coming across here at the front part. You just keep going. It takes several hours to carve a seat. And
I want to tell you that all you have to do is come by the Art Center of Montross. We have his chairs there. His chairs are on our website. The chairs are also on his website. They are very popular. And I'm going to tell you, all you have to do is sit in them, and you are going to want one. But he forgot to tell you, and I think he should be so proud of this, 29 of his chairs were used in the John Adams HBO special. And I'm not sure there's anybody else around that has that claim to fame, Bill.
well, I don't think so either. One of my pride and joys I learned from that was they wanted me to make a Thomas Jefferson swivel chair that that was going to be used in a scene in Philadelphia where Thomas Jefferson was with John Adams and Benjamin Franklin, and they had it in his apartment. And they used the chair that I made there. And when the scene was over, Mr. Franklin said to Mr. Jefferson, "Nice invention you have here, Mr. Jefferson," and twirl around in it. And that was good publicity for me.
Excellent. Thank you, Bill. I'm sorry, you have something else to say?
Hey,
All right, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming down today. I really appreciate it.
not a problem.
And your work is just magnificent, and it's just, your talents are just amazing.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you.